Welcome back to the channel. Got a cool one here for you. Stuff you don't see very often. Piezo pickup. Very cool stuff. I've done at least one other guitar with a piezo on here, the Breaking Benjamin LTD, so I'll link that video at the end. But this one is a Squier Telecaster. Very cool seafoam green finish. It's a 2019 Fender Special Run, they call them, the FSR models. I believe they made this one in the seafoam green and then one in like a Lake Placid blue. It's really cool. But anyways, this thing's got a bunch of upgrades. Wilkinson neck pickup, it's got staggered tuners, and it has what we're talking about today, those wires coming out of the bridge. That is a Graphtech Ghost. So Ghost bridge, very, very cool. Also requires a bit of custom wiring underneath. And so if you recognize a normal Telecaster control plate, this is reversed. So we've got our little selector switch on this side and then our knobs, and the wiring for those knobs is different. So our knob closest up here, our forward knob, actually controls the piezo. And then the secondary knob here controls both magnetic pickups for volume. There's no tone knob. And so because of that, you can blend them together, which is really, really cool. So we'll give you a just a little classic Telecaster bridge pickup tone. Very snappy, really bright. Middle position, which is my favorite. Very cool. Neck pickup on the Wilkinson neck. Sounds really cool there. To test the piezo, it does not matter which selector switch position you are on, because this just rolls in the piezo with whatever else. So we turn the magnetic all the way off, and we can turn the piezo all the way on. What a piezo does, in my limited understanding of the actual science here, is there are like crystals or some shit, and it casts a spell, but it actually like compresses like the crystal matrix or something with the vibrations, and essentially what you're left with, as far as I understand it, is it's sending the actual vibration from the strings through these saddles, through those wires, through a little bit of circuitry that's in here. There's like a little PCB board underneath with a battery and everything as it's active, and then out. So what you're left with is like a pure acoustic tone. And this is, of course, a solid body guitar. And honestly, it sounds so much acoustic, you'd have no idea somebody's playing an electric guitar. It's awesome. So very, very much just authentic, good acoustic tone. And this is just through the Boss Katana 40 watt, no effects or anything, but we can turn on a little bit of delay and reverb. I say a little bit. A shit ton. tone. That's the Walrus, Slotva, and the EQD Space Spiral there. Really cool stuff. We'll go back to the bridge pickup and just blend it in. So this is just the piezo. And it does take a 9-volt battery. This is actually routed out right down here on the bottom horn underneath the pick guard for a 9-volt, but we'll blend in just a little bit. Super cool there. I like it on blending in the neck pickup as well. We'll give it just a little more. Very cool, awesome reverb. The Slotva pedal is incredible. I screwed that up. Really love that riff. That's Operator by Jim Croce. Fantastic song. Just awesome versatility with it. So that's neck pickup blended. Hard to tell with these knobs, probably about 70%. We can run all 3 pickups as well. To me, it gives it almost kind of a 12-string vibe. Never actually owned a 12-string, but I've played one a few times. But that's what it just kind of gives to me. Again, that's all 3 pickups. I really like just running the piezo on its own, and you can mess with blending the 2 together really until the end of time, but just sounds so killer. sat down and played that song. It's a good one. Scarborough Fair by Simon and Garfunkel. That's enough playing around on it. Just give you a quick demo of the Graphtech Ghost Bridge. Very, very cool. Does require a bit of modification to your guitar. This actually, now that I think about it, I am sure, so I did not install this. I actually bought this guitar with some of these well, actually just with the Wilkinson and the Graphtech. But I think the guy actually drilled through the plate on here to install the Ghost. And then the guy I got it from did route out a fair amount underneath the pickguard here, so you can place, again, there's a little PCB, a little control board type thing, no idea what it does, and a 9-volt battery as well. And that's probably my only complaint about the Graphtech Ghost is the battery does, on this guitar, require you to change the strings in order to change the battery and obviously remove the pickguard and all that. And the battery does not last as long as I would hope. So it lasts of heavy play, like a month or two, and less than your strings probably. And then of, if you just have the piezo, installed, the battery is installed, and the guitar is just sitting around more or less, it'll last a lot longer than that, about 6 months, but it still just doesn't quite last as long as possible. And I think the way to change that, again, I don't know anything about electronics, but it'd be cool if you routed out for like a kill switch in here or something, like an on-off kill switch, so not a momentary, but an on-off, and had that in between the battery. It'd probably save the battery a bit longer, but I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments has an answer. Or if you just route the back, which obviously is a much harder task because you got to be clean and not shatter this finish or just refinish the guitar afterwards. But if you routed it into the back with a battery pack, like any guitar with active pickups, that'd be the way to go. But again, you can install these on just about anything. So very, very cool saddles, and they run you, I believe retail is like right around 150 bucks. So very cool. Check it out. And if you have a Graphtech Ghost or any piezo, let me know in the comments. Always curious to see what people think. See you next time.